How are you shocking them right now? We're going to find out today exactly how you are shocking them right now. Whoever you have in mind, or if you just want a general reading on how you are shocking people right now, then this is your reading, okay? And if you're watching right now, then this is your reading as well. Hi, my name is Diana, a psychic intuitive. And before you are 3 objects. Choose which object you feel most attracted to, and that will guide you to the reading that is meant for you. Trust your feeling of attraction because that is your intuition at work. Take your time, pause the video if you have to, make your selection or selections, and I will see you at your reading. Object 1 is the Fusinus seashell. Object 2 is the spider conch seashell. And object 3 is the muffin nail seashell. So make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading or readings. This reading is cleansed, protected, and sanctified by the Holy Spirit. Make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome to your reading pile 1. Let us begin. Let's see how it is that you are shocking them right now, okay? Let's begin at the beginning, shall we? We have stopped by police. Okay. So, they're feeling shocked by you right now because they didn't get away with it. Okay? They didn't get away with what they did to you or what they did wrong. Okay? They're shocked because they didn't get away with it. They thought that they could just either break the law or they thought that they could just do whatever they liked with you or around you. And what shocked them about you is that someone pulled them aside and said, hey, watch it. Look at what you're doing. Okay? They may have even given this person some sort of punishment or given this person some sort of like warning, either a warning or consequence of some kind. Okay? This is how you're shocking them right now. Is that they didn't get to go scot-free with whatever they did wrong. It wasn't smooth sailing ahead for them after they messed up, okay? Either you called them out or someone called them out. They're shocked by this, okay? They're shocked that you had the balls, okay, to pull them aside and say, no, you're wrong for this, this, and this. And this is going to be the consequence. They're shocked by this, okay? Also, I'm seeing that if someone else had pulled them aside or they had been caught by the police by what they did, or maybe they committed a crime against you and they were pulled aside by the authorities, they're shocked that they did not get away with it. Okay? It made them feel scared. It made them feel wrong. It made them feel awkward. They felt like, karma was hitting them in the face. Okay? They didn't get away with it. They did not get away with it. This is what's shocking them right now. Okay? Next, we're getting Dark Woman. Okay. Now, they're shocked because you got into a relationship of some kind. Okay, you're in some sort of relationship, and they're shocked by the relationship that you're in. Perhaps the fact that you're in a relationship with someone who is a lawmaker or the authorities, someone who's an authority figure, maybe someone who is a law enforcer or in law enforcement. They're shocked by this, okay? If that's not what it is, then I feel like they may be shocked then about the fact that the person you are in a relationship with doesn't allow others to walk all over you, doesn't allow others to mistreat you and just get away with it. They are shocked by this, okay? They're also shocked that you got to see it, that you got to be aware of the fact that they were being censured, that they were punished, that they were made to pay for things, okay? That they were made to pay for what they did or what they did wrong, okay? Now, so I feel like they are shocked by the fact that you are constantly growing, okay? Specifically when it comes to intellectual abilities, okay? When it comes to your intelligence. They're shocked by the fact that you're getting smarter and smarter by the month, by the day, by the week, by the year. They're shocked, okay? They didn't think that you were capable of growing. They thought that, this is crazy, right? But they thought that you were just like a one-trick pony and that we're gonna remain stunted, like you were stunted, or like you're not capable of growth, whether it was in the way you think, the way you process things, the way you view things. They're shocked that your brain's gotten bigger. They're also shocked that for some of you, there's a brainchild of yours, okay, something you created, and they're shocked that this thing is getting bigger and bigger and brighter, okay. They're shocked that you were smart enough to plant certain seeds, and they're further shocked that these seeds are growing, okay. Next we have the pufferfish. Yeah, they're shocked that you're capable of defending yourself, that you're not a pushover, okay. You're not a pushover. You're not a pushover in the sense that if they mess with you, do something wrong to you, or did something wrong to you, they don't get away with it. You have needles. You have spikes, okay, in the form of, you know how to defend yourself, or there are people who defend you, or, you're just defended by your spirit guides and your angels, your guardian angels, okay? They can sense an aura of protection around you from your ancestors. They're realizing that you're protected. This is shocking them right now. They're shocked by the fact also that your ideas are protected. You're not just out there, what's the word I'm looking for? You're vulnerable, okay? You're vulnerable. You're just easy pickings. They can come through, do whatever they like. They are shocked that it's not easy like that for them to just come attack you or break the rules around you, and get away with it. They're shocked it's not easy, okay? They're shocked that you got a way to defend yourself. They thought you were just a harmless little creature. What can viewer do? You're a viewer. What can viewer do? What can they do to me? They can't do nothing. I can mess with them and nothing's gonna happen. And they did, and they were shocked that you were very protected and very guarded, okay? We got the 9 of Swords, exactly. They're shocked that you made them cry. In some of y'all's cases, this person flat out cried because of what they did to you. Okay, kind of making me think of that song by K. Michelle. You gon' cry, you gon' pay me in tears, you owe me for all these years. These people, someone is shocked that you're able to bring the pain. Okay, this person messed with you. They messed with you. I don't know who it is or what's going on, Power One, specifically in your situation. But someone hurt you. And maybe they even broke the law in order to hurt you. All right? Maybe in a legal sense or in a family sense. Maybe people around you, your friends, your family saw this. And they came at them. They're like, what do you think you're doing? Why'd you do that to my viewer? And they were shocked that you're not the one. You're not the one. They thought that you kind of give off this innocent look, Power One. This sort of like gentle, cute look. You look innocent, fresh, like you're just easy pickings, like you're a noob, they're shocked about the pain you are bringing. Okay, I almost feel like you turned the judgment of others. Maybe they saw you as easy pickings, so they bullied you. They did something wrong with you, or they attacked your ideas, or they attacked you, or they broke the law against you, or something like this, okay? And then others got involved, saw how they were behaving, and now others' opinions about them has turned on them. The opinion of others has turned against them. This is part of the pain you've caused them, okay? Is that now people don't view them as good anymore. You've ruined their reputation in the eyes of others. And it's caused them great pain, okay? They have worried a lot and been hurt a lot and sat and cried even over the consequence of what they did to you, okay? We're getting Ascension. Okay, Ascension. Wow. I'm getting this idea that they have watched you rise, okay? They've watched you rise. They've watched you grow. They've watched you rise. This is part of what's hurting them, is they're realizing, oh my gosh, viewer was just young. Viewer was just still growing. I judge them as, oh, this is who you are, and that's all you're going to be, and that's all you're going to bring to the table. They neglected to consider that you're a growing person, that there's more to come. They neglected that, you see. This was their undoing. And so part of what's going on here is that not only have they suffered consequences for messing with you, or bullying you, or challenging your ideas, or acting like, treating you some type of way, okay, that was offensive, that made others turn on them, or made you come to them and confront them. I don't know what it is, okay? But I feel like not only this, but they've gotten to watch you rise and grow and ascend and evolve and get better and better and bigger and badder and better, okay? They've seen you spiritually grow. They've watched you develop higher awareness. They've watched you gain next level consciousness. They have seen you elevate yourself. So for some of you, maybe they saw you were just a regular person at first. Maybe you were just beginning something, and now you've climbed up the ranks, okay? Or you've achieved certain milestones, or your status has risen in some endeavor, or in some, maybe in your community. They just watched you, your status has risen, and they are shocked by this, okay? They're shocked too, because they've watched you gain the authority. You now have the authority, some of y'all's cases, to call others out. You're now in a position of authority, okay? To say, talk to people and be like, oh, you're wrong for this, you're wrong for that. And others listen, others pay attention. Others are like, uh-oh, that meant something, okay? You have gravitas now. You have status. In some cases, you have qualifications. You have social standing, okay? That, and you also have the authority given to you by the law to call people out. I feel like some of you may have gone on to become like a police officer, or the ability to ticket people, or the ability to, censure people in a real way, okay? And they're shocked by this. Mirror. For some of you, they've watched you get prettier, okay? They've watched you, actually, you look younger now than when they met you. You look younger. You look prettier. You look fresher than when they met you. They're shocked. Your looks have improved, okay? They also feel that, you see here, we're seeing relationship and relationship. They're shocked by the relationship that you've developed with yourself, all right? They feel that your role has evolved. Your role has risen, okay? And it's one that's very pretty to look at. You have a very pretty situation. They're shocked by this, okay? For some of you, they're shocked by your furniture, your furnishings at home. I feel like someone's shocked by your vanity area. They're shocked by your bedroom, the way your layout, your things are decorated. You have a certain sophistication in class with the way you do your decor, and they're like, what? They're shocked by this. They see you as you're very refined, you're sophisticated, okay? They're shocked. They're also seeing that it's like, I'm so sorry to say it, but this is going to sound real weird, but they're shocked, almost like you seem like you're above the law, okay? You're above the law. And not like you think you're above the law, but in some cases you actually are. This is what's shocking them, okay? And it's shocking them because they expected you to be subject to the law, or to be even treated in a crappy manner in the eyes of the law, like treated as less than, okay? But in reality, they're seeing that the law actually treats you very well, like gives you special treatment. Or they saw you be given special treatment by someone in a legal setting, law enforcement setting. Let me see. They're shocked because they feel that you're not required to obey the same laws that they are. You're not required. This is shocking them, okay? In some setting, I'm not sure what, okay? Now, it could be also that this could pertain to your looks. They could feel that the rules that you follow, like the things they have to do to look pretty, you don't even have to bother with those things. This is what's shocking them, okay? We have duct tape. Ooh. You shut them up, fam. You have shut them up. I feel like someone used to say, talk crap about you, or talk crap about your ideas, or say something. I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm seeing duct tape over their mouths. You shut them up. They're just kind of like, they have nothing to say now. They may have been a hater of yours, like they used to say very critical things about your ideas. You shut them up. And this is shocking them. They're like, what? I have nothing to say. It's like comment, your jaw hit the floor. Their jaw hit the floor. Like they're just shocked. Their mouths are just hanging open. In this case, their mouths are shut. You shocked their mouths shut. Okay? They have nothing more to say. They feel also that your ideas are holding. This is something that they're shocked by. They thought your ideas were silly. That your ideas didn't hold water. Some way you were viewing things, or your intelligence, something your solutions, the way you view things, or some brainchild of yours, or some creation of yours wasn't going to hold water. They're shocked that your ideas are holding water. Wow, that's sad. Lost library. It's sad that they underestimated you, but you know what? You're proving them wrong. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Yeah, they're shocked by how smart you are. I mean, we got a big brain. We got lots of books in your head. They're shocked by how much you know. This is your defense mechanism. Whenever they come at you, I feel like they came at you one time, or they come at you multiple times trying to talk crap about you, or criticize you, or bring your ideas down, or say something, talk crap about what you were doing. But you had so much knowledge in your head, the way you responded to them. They were like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Why am I coming after viewer like this? Okay? What am I doing trying to talk crap about viewer like this? You check them with how smart you are. Exactly. The Ace of Swords. Your intelligence is supreme. It's superior to theirs, actually. Made them cry. They're like, I should shut up. I should stop challenging viewer. I should stop. Okay? This is what they're realizing. I should stop. I'm doing too much. And you made their criticism seem unnecessary and irrelevant because your insight, your sense of clarity is strong. You have knowledge from various sources. You've put together you're like a walking encyclopedia, and because of your access and your range of knowledge, you're able to put together all these different thoughts and come up with your own ideas, your own thoughts, something new altogether, because you have a deep well of information. Your background is well studied. You're well studied, or you're well educated, something like this. Things that people had written, ideas that people had written and forgotten that were brilliant. You have them all. You're holding them all in your head, and you formulated, put everything together and come up with an amazing plan. Your intelligence reigns supreme, and it has brought them tears. They're realizing, oh my gosh, I'm dealing with a smart person here. Viewer is a freaking genius. Okay, this is how you're shocking them. And your thinking has led you to do away with what is unnecessary, which is them, which is their ideas, which is their influence. You outthought them, or you thought them out of your life. Okay, and this is making them feel irrelevant, inferior, hurt. We have professional stalker. So you're shocking them right now because you have fans. You have fans. You have people who are looking out for what you have to say, for what you're posting online. For some of you, you have people who are checking your social media, putting like on it, supporting you, and they're like, what? They're shocked by this. Also, for some of you, you've turned this person into a fan, okay? You've turned this person into a supporter of yours, and they're shocked by this. They have no choice but to be like, ooh, like, oh, heart, oh my gosh, you are up there, you are out there. They try to talk crap about you, but they realize, oh my gosh, I'm talking crap about someone who's shining, someone who's rising, someone who's ascending, someone who is, out of this world, okay? Who is untouchable. They view you as untouchable because they tried to bring you down and they failed. Okay? Now they're stalking you and they're going, how did I go from a detractor, someone who's talking shit about them and trying to put this person down and always, trying to hurt them and doing things against them, to all of a sudden I'm supporting them. They're shocked by how you turn them into a supporter. They're like, you're that good. Your viewer is that good. This is what they're thinking about you. Desire. Now they desire you. They're a fan of yours. They desire you, or they've seen now that you're very desirable. Your looks make you very desirable. And they are realizing that you're hot stuff. They're shocked that you are so desirable now, that you're hot. You're flat out, you're hot. You can see the flames. Okay? That you're viewed as hot, that you are hot, that you made yourself into a hot person. Some of you, they realize that you're really good at doing makeup. That you know how to make yourself into like a femme fatale, or you know how to groom yourself in such a way that you're hot. You can go from casual to smoking, okay? To like GQ magazine, level beauty. Model. You know how to dress yourself. You know how to put makeup on yourself. You know how to transform your look into flaming hot, the top tier, most desirable ones out there. They're shocked by this. They're also shocked by the fact that they now desire you. They now desire you. They find you very desirable. They thought less of you before. They tried to take you down. Maybe they were jealous. And now they're realizing, you're the hot stuff. You're the one I should be pining for, not going against. Okay? Attracting wounded partners. Unhealed self. Trauma bond. Mirror effect. So, you shut them up. Because while you're busy rising, they're realizing that they have a lot of work to do on themselves. A lot of work to do on themselves. That they're broken. You can see the mirror is cracked. That they're broken. That they have things to deal with. You made them realize this about themselves. I feel like they thought they were holier than thou. They could do no wrong. But in criticizing you, they found out, right? They effed around and found out that they're the ones with the problem. Your mirror is pristine. Theirs is shattered and broken. They're realizing, in fact, you're out there shining, looking good, looking like you're the best. They're sitting there attracting people who are messed up into their lives. They're starting to look at their own situation more closely. They're realizing, I'm broken. I attract crappy people. I have unhealed issues. I have traumas that I need to heal within myself. You made them face up to that. They were too busy projecting in the past. They were too busy putting it all on you and seeing you as the problem, when really they should have been doing their homework, focusing on themselves and cleaning up their own act, cleaning up their own backyard. You force them to do this. You shut them up and you force them to look at their own situation. Your breakthrough is coming. They're realizing that you have shattered glass ceilings, that you're broken through, you're broken free. Whatever constraints you were under, that maybe they witnessed, or where you were under, or maybe they thought that you were under, they realized you've broken through. You shattered through your obstacles. You've broken boundaries. You've broken through boundaries. You escaped the prison that they were trying to put you in, for some of y'all, okay? Or that you're no longer confined in your situation. You've outthought your situation. You've broken free of any limitations, okay? And it's your smarts, it's your knowledge that has helped you do this. This is how you're shocking them. Okay? You're not limited by anything or anyone, including them, or their thoughts, or their ideas, or the box they try to put you in. And we're getting the Emperor. Oh my gosh, guys. So for some of you, they're shocked because your intelligence attracted a very powerful mate. A loving, protective husband into your life. Yes, or a male partner, or boyfriend, or fiance, okay? Or they're also shocked that you are now the authority in your own life. Okay? Nobody, including them, is telling you what to do any longer. You're above them now. You have outthought them. You no longer find their advice necessary. Their outlook is unnecessary in your life. You're in charge. You're in control. You set your own hours. You don't need them to tell you how to live your life or what schedule you need to follow. Okay? You think for yourself. I feel like this person tried to limit you. They tried to tell you what you could do, what you couldn't do. They tried to tell you how to live your life. And you were like, no, I'm leveling up. I know what I'm doing. I'm growing. They mistook your youthfulness, or mistook that time in the past, or some dealings that they had with you, to mean that you just always needed help. You're just one of those lowly people, that you weren't very smart. You were just kind of like a, I don't know, like some sort of basic person or something. They were like, oh my gosh, I was watching you grow. They were watching you grow. That's actually what's happening. They're realizing that now. Now they're focused on themselves. They're no longer focused on you as the problem. They're realizing they're the problem. They need to clean up their act. All they can do is stand back and watch you in awe of how you are shining, rising in your career. Your looks are amazing. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're intelligent. You're well read. They haven't read nearly the amount of books you have. They're realizing the depth of your knowledge. It's deep. Okay. You have outthought them. You've outthought your situation. You have shut them up. And that is what I'm seeing in the cards, pile 1, as to how you are shocking them. Bravo. Okay. And I appreciate you for bringing your energy to this reading. Thank you for watching.
If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. And if it resonated for you, please give it a thumbs up.
Take very good care of yourself, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile 2. You chose the spider conch. Let's set that aside. And let's see exactly how you are shocking them right now. Okay. Let's take a look. We have haunted house. Wow. You're haunting. Someone finds you very haunting. Okay. I don't know what it is. You haunt them, or and I'm not talking about like you're a ghost. Okay. I'm just talking about there's some type of way you dealt with this person. Okay. There's some type of way you dealt with this person, and the way they dealt with you, their past memories of you, it's like you haunt their dreams. Okay. They shudder when they think of you, in a good way. Okay. In the sense that it says you're weeping. I feel like for some of them, you're their nightmare. Okay. You cause them to weep. You cause them to weep. And the way you did this is by being happy and successful. Okay. Your happiness, okay, is haunting someone right now. The fact that you're happy, that you seem bright, positive, full of energy, full of good cheer, they find it haunting. They may even weep. Okay. It makes them feel weird. I feel like this person is very disappointed that you're happy. Very disappointed. This is sad. I know it's quite sad, but they are disappointed because their life is full of disappointments. And it's not that your life doesn't have disappointments in it. It's that this person doesn't understand the power that you have cultivated within yourself, which is to maintain and express happiness. You've learned this. You've mastered this, or you're mastering it. And I feel like this person tried to haunt you. They wanted you to be haunted by something. They wanted you to be sad. And this is part of how you're shocking them. Your refusal to be sad about what's happened to you. You are happy. You come across as happy. You seem happy. And this has them down in the dumps. They're haunted by that. They're like, how? How could your viewer, pile 2, how can viewer be so happy after everything that's happened? They expected you to be sad. Unbelievable. We have smooth sailing. Exactly. They are disappointed that it's like smooth sailing ahead for you. That things seem easy and calm for you. We don't have roiling waters here, waves of tempestuousness and, things shattered and being all, raucous for you. No, things are calm. Things are happy. They are disappointed about this. They're disappointed. And let's get more information. We have the 10 of Cups. Exactly. You have harmony in your situation. You have harmony. You have a happy home life. Things are coming together for you. So I feel like someone wanting you to have like a sad home life or something. Maybe they're having a sad home life and they're surprised that you don't. Okay. They're haunted by this. They're haunted by your happiness. They're haunted by the smooth sailing in your life. They're haunted by your life being harmonious. Almost like they expected you to be having like disturbances in your home life, disturbances in your daily living. Okay, this person may be young or naive. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's get more information. We have bounce back. Okay, yeah, exactly. So this person was aware that you used to have troubles in your life. Perhaps this is someone you used to confide in or tell about all the problems in your life. Or maybe they were just aware through the rumor mill or through gossip that things were not going well for you. They maybe used to have troubles in your life. Maybe you used to have some sort of troubles, maybe with depression, or used to have troubles with life was not easy for you. You had a lot of struggles, or maybe you had like domestic disturbances or something like that, and they're realizing now that you're bouncing back, that you're resilient, that you are meant to stay there. Okay, you are not meant to stay with things being crappy in your life. Okay, you are not meant to have that. They're haunted by how hard you have worked to recover, and recover very quickly from what they perceive to be your life story. Like, this is how it was going to be for you. Hard, conflict ridden, depressed, down, melancholy. Your life is going to be full of disappointments. All this. They are shocked that you bounced back, and bounced back very quickly. It's like, they can't keep you down. It's possible that they try to work against you. Okay, that they try to cause problems in your life. Perhaps they try to do juju on you. Yeah. Because I'm seeing here poltergeist, ghosts, demon, wraith, ESP. Almost like they tried to do some kind of bad magic in your life. And it almost like it was like they thought it was working, or they heard news or got signs that it was working, and they were happy about that. But then they realized, oh, wait a minute, you got over it pretty quickly. They may have affected you for like a time. They didn't affect you. They just thought they were affecting you, okay? But they thought that, or maybe they were doing evil eye, expecting bad things to happen for you. And then they started hearing bad news, and they're like, okay, they were happy. They wanted bad things to happen for you. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe they just saw that bad things were happening for you. And that was more in line with their expectations. They're like, well, life doesn't usually go well for people. Life is full of disappointments. Life is full of struggles. That's just how it is. And you showed them that you don't do that. You don't stay with negativity. You don't stay with disappointments. You don't stay with problems, difficulties, burdens. That's not your lot. That's temporary for you at best. That your story is to bounce back, and bounce back quickly. Nobody can keep you down. They try to keep you down. They may have made attempts or efforts to disturb your family life. You can see a house here twice. They wanted your house haunted. They didn't want you to haunt your home. This could be a spirit too. I'm so sorry, but I can see the energy is out. Okay, the energy is out in the almighty name of Jesus, and by the power of the Holy Mother of God, it is out. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, your protection is there. It's in place. They're also shocked that you're succeeding when it comes to your career. Okay, they expected your career to be going downhill, but your career is accelerating. Your career is doing well. That you have leaned into discomfort that you were experiencing. You didn't run from the discomfort that you were experiencing at the office or your career. You leaned in, and this is what has brought you success. See, someone's leaning forward. They're getting ready. They're in that starting position, and they're like, I'm taking this very seriously, and I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to win. They're shocked that you're winning when it comes to your career. No matter how difficult it's been, no matter how much you've shown them, you sweated, shown them your sweat. They're realizing, oh, that was temporary. That was them working at it. Oh my gosh, guys. Dog twice. Dog. They're shocked at the loyalty in your life. Despite the fact that things have gone bad for you, you've been able to hold on to friends. You've been able to hold on to allies. People have stuck by your side. No one's leaving you. You have a loyal mate, a loyal partner, a loyal job situation, a work situation. You have a loyal friends. People are stuck by your side, and they're shocked about that. Okay, and it could be work related. So we're seeing hidden realm. I feel like this person, maybe they thought that your work wasn't going so well, and they're shocked that there are people at your job that stand by your side and vouch for you, and are like, no, you're doing well. They're doing well. We like them. We like this person, and we think they're doing great. They're shocked. So I feel like maybe you didn't mean to do this, but you don't reveal everything about yourself to people. You don't. okay? You have things you're working on. You don't share your plans with everybody. You don't do that, okay? And this person is shocked because they recently discovered that you have a whole other thing that you're working on, or that you have a business on the side that is very expansive, or something you built on, you've worked on extensively, and they're shocked by this. It's beyond basic, whatever it is, okay? You know, so they thought you were failing in some aspect. They saw you were bouncing back, and in addition, they found out that there was another thing you were working on, or some other aspect of yourself that was hidden from view. And they're like, what? You had that going too? Yes, they are realizing now that you have tunnel vision, that you're capable of creating, you have perseverance, you have focus, you have extreme focus. They're shocked by this. They're realizing this is part of what has allowed your life to have this bounce back that you're experiencing, okay? Is your focus. We have the Princess of Swords. Exactly. You keep an eye on things. You keep an eye on things. You're not sleeping on your situation. You're not sleeping on your situation. This is what they thought of you, okay? They thought that, oh yeah, that person's just, you know, they've had failures, they've had disappointments, they don't even know what's going on in their lives. They're not even paying attention. They're realizing that not only are you paying attention to the situation they thought you were not paying attention to, but you also have extreme focus on another aspect or other aspects in your life. That you're on top of things. Nothing slips by your attention easily. This is part of why you're thriving and you're succeeding. You're not sleeping on things. You are thoroughly awake to what's going on in your life. You are thoroughly awake. They're shocked by this. Okay? So we have the other day, they said your name when they were dreaming. That left me so angry. Oh my gosh. Wow. Fam, they're shocked because your name is on the lips of people. People are talking about you. Remember I said that people are vouching for you? People are talking about you. Your name is on the lips of people. You're making them sweat. You're making this person sweat. It's like you're piling the pressure on without even meaning to. Because of your focus, they're realizing that they need to stay on their stuff. They're realizing that people are mentioning you, that you are making an impression, and you're having an impact. There are people out there who love you, who speak well of you. They're shocked about this. They're haunted by the fact that you're bouncing back and people are impressed with you. People are impressed with your focus, and they're speaking of your name because of this. They're saying, oh yeah, so-and-so viewer is doing great. They did this. Did you hear that they bounced back? Did you hear that they're doing well now? Did you hear that they're improving in this or improving in that, or they got this going on? You're making them sweat. We have hidden agenda. Oh my gosh, guys. Hidden agenda, hidden realm. Fam. They're shocked by you because they're realizing that you don't talk about all the great things you're working on. That you have things in your back pocket that you're working on yourself, career-wise too, specifically. I'm seeing for a lot of you, they feel that there's something either like a side gig or a business that you have on the side, or your career is blooming in ways you weren't sharing with them. Okay, maybe you're expanding yourself, you're expanding your career, perhaps you're getting certifications, you're studying more, you're doing something. I don't know what it is. Maybe you have a secret project you were working on, and all of a sudden, boom, voila, here you go. I've got the project I've been working on. They're like, what? That this thing you've been working on has been accelerating your career. This thing you've been working on has been pushing your career forward. They didn't even know, and they're like, what? So it could be like extracurricular activities or some side project that is causing your main business to boom. For example, you have a publication that you do, okay, that touches on your career and makes you well known in your field. So it's not just that you're just a regular person with a job working. You're also making a name for yourself on the side in that industry. They're shocked by this. It's something like this, okay? Or just apply this to your situation as it fits. It's this kind of energy. They're shocked, okay? We have unprocessed grief. Yeah, they're in a state of shock. They're haunted, fam. They feel a sense of loss because there's so many people that are loyal to you. It's almost like I almost feel like they were hoping people would turn on you or turn their backs on you. They were hoping that they could get others to turn their backs on you, maybe. This is how they try to sort of, work against you. They wanted people to turn their backs on you. But they're realizing that you have loyal friends. You have loyal contacts. You have a loyal network. No matter how sad you've been or things went wrong, these people are helping you. These people are standing by your side because they're like, whether you are having ups or downs, they know you. They know your quality. They know your work. And so they stand by your side because that's a sure thing. They are feeling a lot of grief about this. Okay? They're feeling a lot of grief about this. Maybe they wish they had the same. Maybe they don't have the same. It says here, take the leap. Wow. This person feels that you have great vision. Your vision is great. Okay? You have a big picture mindset. You have the ability to not just be focused and focus on your job, this myopic focus where you're zoomed in, but you know how to pull out. You're standing on the edge of a cliff and you're seeing the grand view. So you're aware of not only what is in front of you, what you should be working on, but you're aware of where that puts you at. You have a grand strategy. They are in a state of grief and shock over this. I feel like this might be like a career competition. They're competing with you in your career, or it could be someone, maybe not in your career, but someone who's been watching your career or watching your family life or watching your situation. And they've expected you to fail. They've expected you to remain struggling. And they're shocked that you are brave, that you're bold. You have big vision. You have a bold vision, and you've taken that leap. Okay. You're not afraid to make big moves, to travel far away, to go far places, to have big dreams, big visions, and act on them and make it happen. Next, we're getting the King of Swords. They're realizing that you're someone to learn from. You're someone to learn from. You're so much bigger, badder, and better than they thought. That's a big shock factor here. They're realizing they were viewing you. They were casting aspersions upon you. They had doubts about you, and thought that you played it small. They didn't think you played it big. They're realizing now that you play it big. That you're an authority figure, actually, in your field. This person thought that you were just about you just come in, you come in and you do your little job and you go home, you keep your head down, they're realizing that you think big, you act big, you are big, you have big vision, you already acted on it, you already took the leap. You were growing something major that that you were keeping an eye on. They now see this. They see that you actually are setting the standards in your industry. You make the rules in your industry or in whatever situation that you're in. That you don't play small, you play large. They're haunted by this. They're haunted by the fact that you're a writer, that you write books, you're an author. Your thoughts are organized. That no matter how they've seen you struggle, you are an authority figure. You're an authority figure and no one can take that away from you. Okay? That you make the rules in your situation. You decide where you're going to go based on your strategy, based on that big, bold vision that you have. I feel like this person, they try to abduct someone from your household. That's the story coming in for some of y'all, okay? They try to take you out of your situation or take someone out of your situation. Feels like maybe you lost someone or someone left you or something like that. They're realizing that you're fine. No matter what they saw, you're fine. You're an authority figure. You're a leader in your industry, or that you write the story of your own life. You're actually in charge. That if you were having some kind of struggle, you're writing into your story, and then this person bounced back. The next thing happened was they found another opportunity. Or next thing happened was they turned around and found that loss was actually a big opportunity and they took it. They're realizing that you're in control, you're in charge of your life, you're in charge of your narrative and your life story, your destiny. You're more in control than they thought. They're realizing that you have allies. They have not turned their backs on you, even when things went bad for you or when you were struggling. This has them down. This has them praying for their own situation. They're realizing, oh my gosh, I need to pray about myself and my situation. And I was sitting there worrying about them, judging their situation, when really I should be looking at my situation and seeing that I need to be protecting myself. Something bad could happen to me. Am I protected? Do people have my back? Am I thinking big? you know, because apparently I need help, because viewer is doing fantastically well, a whole lot better than I thought. And here I was, you know, not minding my own business when I should be minding my own business and working on myself, improving my own situation. They feel a sense of loss and sorrow also because they try to make something bad happen in your situation. That's what I'm seeing. They're wishing for something bad to happen in your situation. This person may be like a sadist. They like to watch people suffer. They like to watch you suffer. They like to watch you, you know, hurt. But they're realizing that they need to be focused on their situation and praying for themselves that none of this that they wished on you come back on them. And that's what I'm seeing for you in the cards, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 3. Let's take a look at your message. How are you shocking them right now? Let's go ahead and set that aside for you. Let's take a look at your message, shall we? We have bird. Okay, bird. So I feel like someone has watched you leave a certain situation. You're rising above. That's the vibe I'm getting. That you rose above something. And they're shocked by this, okay? Oh, we got 2 birds here. An owl. Good advice from a wise friend. Yeah. They're shocked that you took good advice. And this helped you rise above your situation, okay? It could also be that I also feel like this person feels like you have an eagle-eye view of a situation. You're very wise. And they're shocked by this, okay? They're shocked that you have such really good insight into the situation, okay? Really good insight. We have distorted messages, scrambled words, misleading, stuck energy, twisted messages. Yeah. They see now that you saw through something. You saw through something. Someone tried to give you the wrong information. Yes, they tried to mislead you. They tried to give you some, you know, message to maybe to scare you or to confuse you, but you saw through it and you flew above it and went right past, and they're like, what? Someone intentionally tried to mislead you. Someone tried to twist a message, either that you were sending out or that someone was trying to give you, but you saw through it or you rose above it and you kept on going. Okay, this is shocking them right now. We have the siren, temptation, desire, attraction. Exactly. Someone tried to distract you. Someone tried to say, hey, over here, come look at this. This is what this is what is actually going on. But that was fake. That was fake news. Okay. They either try to give you fake news, or they try to give you an illusion, or try to distract you or mislead you, or yeah, I'm just seeing that this person, they try to attract you away from a good situation or a good point of view that you had that was on point. They tried to mislead you and you overlooked them. You kept on going. See, your ship is just going. You didn't get distracted by them. They're shocked by this. They are shocked. We got the tower. They were building, like, you know, I'm getting Tetris here. They were building a certain story. They were building up towards something. They were telling you this here, telling you this there. They presented this evidence here, presented that evidence there. And they're realizing that you discombobulated them, fam. You discombobulated them. They realized that they were going nowhere with you, with this strategy they were employing, trying to distract you, mislead you, and give you wrong information. Okay? They were wrong about you. You have sharp insight, sharp bird's eye view. You don't get distracted. You know where you're going. They cannot mislead you. They cannot fool you. And they cannot cloud your vision. This is shocking them. Divine intervention. Exactly. We're getting good advice and we're getting guidance. They're realizing that you have guidance from some other source that's wiser, smarter, more ethical than they are. That you follow God. That's another message for you, some of y'all. Whatever higher authority that you follow. They're realizing that that is on point for you. You listen to the signs that you are given directly. You're not misled by their bullcrap. Okay? It feels like also for some of you, they were feeding you information and you were following them for a time, but then you got a warning from your own intuition or from your spirit guides or from someone bigger and better than they are. And you got that information. They were like, no, don't go that way, it's wrong, come this way. And you follow that advice, and they are shocked by this. We have candlestick, ritual, centering. Yeah, they realize that you have spiritual guidance. You're very spiritual. You're in touch with the cosmos. You're in touch with universal guidance. You're dialed in. You're tuned in. You have rituals that you do that keep you going the right way. They keep you on point. Then none of this, whatever ruse or whatever strategy they're employing to try to distract you or mislead you, is going to work, because at the end of the day, you are tuned into spirit yourself directly. You're tuned in. And in fact, you have regular rituals, or maybe you're big on praying to God, meditating and tuning into the universe, the universal messages that are meant for you, that are meant to set you aright. You pay attention. So nothing they do can lead you astray. Nothing they say can confuse you. We have candy. Yeah, I feel like this person tried to lure you with sweet words, or they try to, give you little things to, say, oh, look, come on this way. Look, I'm giving you candy. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you that. That's nice, isn't it? And even though they were giving you these things, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. We have yesterday. All right. You outgrew them. 6 of Swords. So this person is shocked because they're realizing that you're no longer a kid, right? You're no longer a kid. They thought you were still a child. Yeah. They thought you were still a child, still naive, and they could mess with you and telling you what to do, and you keep following what they wanted you to do. But they're realizing that you know better now. You're following higher guidance than them. This could be a parent. I'm getting that vibe. A parent figure that was telling you things because they wanted to manipulate you to do things a certain way. But you started thinking for yourself. You started being more spiritual and started receiving that guidance directly from God, or just your spirit guides, okay? And those times when they were able to lure you away with candy or little treats or help you out here or there, and they thought they could influence you to do what they say instead of following your own intuition, following your own north node, okay? It's the past. That's no longer. You've moved on from that. You're no longer caught up in, listening to what they have to say. You've received assistance in getting out of a situation where you used to be stuck. You used to be stuck with them. They used to keep you stuck. Okay, with the information, you were being misled or misguided by some weird, crappy information that was distorting the truth, distorting reality, and it was trying to keep you stuck, but you found your way out of it, and you're now moving on to better times. You've gone from stuck to flowing. They're shocked. They're shocked, fam. They are shocked. Next, we're getting, I cheat on them regularly. Wow. Okay, so a couple of situations are coming through, okay? A couple of messages. First of all, this person, they used to cheat you. I'm so sorry. They used to cheat you. They used to pull the wool over your eyes, cheat you, but you've seen better now. You've overcome it. You've overcome the wool they're pulling over your eyes. You've pulled it away. You've thrown it away. You're like, things are now unveiled for you. You now see things exactly as they are. This may have been someone who was cheating on you. Could be that. Perhaps they were cheating on you, and now you figured them out. So I feel like for some of y'all, I feel like this person was trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Maybe they're in a relationship with you, and that we're getting confirmation on that. Okay, you figured out that they were cheating on you. You caught on to it, or they were cheating you in some kind of way. They were cheating you out of your destiny too. For some of y'all, okay, you have a certain. Remember, I mentioned North Node. You have a certain destiny that's aligned for you, and this person was feeding you information or misleading you out of being aware of certain pieces of information, which kept you blind and unable to see that you needed to switch course. But I feel like the way you're shocking this person right now is it's been revealed to you. Spirit guides reveal the knowledge to you, or you receive guidance from another source that's bigger and better. And now you've switched course. Okay, you switched course. You're moving on from that situation that was keeping you stuck. And they are shocked by this. They're shocked. They want you back so desperately. They're trying everything they can to pull you back in, but you're not listening. See the boat going, passing them by. Look, boat passing them by. You're moving on. Okay. Next, we're seeing inheritance. Okay. Exactly. You have a divine inheritance ahead of you. Okay. And I feel that for some of you, you may be a guidance counselor. Perhaps this could have to do with a career or your calling. You are here to guide others. Okay. You are here maybe to be a spiritual person. This is your divine inheritance, or a counselor of some kind. And this person was trying to tell you things to keep you from seeing this. That's possible. I also feel like for some of y'all, you've gotten with a counselor, someone who has great insight into your situation, or a spiritual counselor of some kind who has alerted you to what you should actually be doing. And you're not doing this. And they're shocked by this, okay? We have never enough. Exactly. So I feel like there's a situation, especially with the candy, there's a situation of gluttony or greed here. Someone was greedy for you. And they wanted to get as much of you as possible, even if it wasn't right. Even if it wasn't right for you or it wasn't right for them. They just wanted to keep getting more and more and more. I'm seeing drooling. I'm seeing candy. They've seen someone grasping greedily for a cup. All right. But now you're leaving them. See, you're walking. Oh, look, the cup is gliding away from them. They're reaching up the steps, trying to reach for this thing. They're scared. Like, come back to me. Come back. It's never enough. Okay. You're realizing that this person, it's like they want to just, they never wanted to let you go. They wanted to just keep taking from you and taking from you and taking from you, keeping you there, keeping you there, keeping you there. It was never going to end. And you have now seen that you need to leave. You need to move on. And this is what's shocking them. They're shocked by this, okay? Next, we're getting get out of your head. Yeah. You stopped. I feel like they definitely had you mesmerized. I ain't gonna lie, okay? They had you mesmerized. They were helping to facilitate, keep you in sort of like the past, okay? Memories of the past or your childhood or something like that. And you have gotten free. The cage has been opened and you got out. And I feel like when I hear get out of your head, I'm getting your inner child. When you have a parent, the things your parents would tell you, like, oh, finish your food, or never do this or never do that. The way you were raised, it's like software, right? They installed it into you as a child, and you're now able to open your brain and let those thoughts out. You're no longer caught up in your head with those voices from the past, holding you back, telling you what you should or shouldn't do. You're moving on from it. This is how you're shocking them, okay? You have the Six of Wands. Exactly. You're scoring a victory right now. You have developed a lot of self-esteem. You're no longer thinking, oh, I just need to stay here. This is all I deserve. This is all I can have. You've grown up. You've flowered. You've blossomed. You freed yourself into now understanding you deserve better. You're realizing you're a big deal. You're a big deal. And you need to start acting like it. And you have begun acting like it. And this is what is shocking them. They're shocked by this. They're shocked by your progress, by your growing self-awareness. You realizing, oh, I'm a big deal as I am. You don't need to accept these lies or these illusions or someone telling you, yeah, you're good, but you know what? You need to work on this. You need to work on that. You're done with that. You're like, I don't need to work on anything. I'm ready. Some of you, you're realizing I'm ready to be a counselor myself. I'm ready to guide others. Yes, I've received a lot of information and I've been given a lot of guidance in the past, but I've grown up now. Even though I still need guidance, everybody does, I'm now qualified to give guidance to others. That's one message coming through for a few of you. And this person is shocked that you are seeing this. They're shocked that your self-esteem and your self-awareness is going to the point where you're like, no, I'm good. I trust in me now. I no longer get caught up in my head what someone used to tell me and all this, like from when I was a child. I now understand I'm an adult. I now understand I know better. I've had a lot of victories. I'm respectable now. Victories that others can see, others have seen. I have proof I'm okay now. And you're starting to realize, oh, I don't need to be stuck down here in the dungeon with someone who wants to stab me in the back. They're holding a knife right there. Okay, cheating on you. I don't need to be stuck in a dungeon with someone who's wanting to stab me in the back. I can get myself free. I can get out. And they are shocked by this. You've outwitted them. You've escaped them. They're shocked that you escaped them. This could be a friend. an old friend you used to have, maybe from childhood, or known for a very long time, and they used to feed you certain lies, and you fell for it until you realize, wait a minute, I've got a bigger perspective now. I need to leave. I need to stop thinking like this. I need to get out of my head and move on, think differently, or move differently, or get away from this location, or something, or leave this person behind, or leave this situation behind. I deserve bigger things. I deserve better. You've outgrown them. They're shocked that because you getting out of your head and stop falling for their lies is a victory. They're shocked you scored that victory. They're also shocked that you scored the victory, that you got away from them, and you went on to be successful out there on your own, doing other things, being with other people, in the eyes of others, not just in their eyes. Your success in the eyes of others. This is shocking them right now. Okay? And I feel like they built a house of cards. They were building you up to something, and you've eluded them now. You've disrupted their plans for you, and they were not good plans, fam. They wanted to keep you caught up in illusion, in lies, in distorted view of reality, and you're done with that now. This was like candy to you in the past, but you're done with that now. You've moved on, and this is how you're shocking them. I'm going to go ahead and end the message here. If you have enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and take very good care of yourself, okay? I'll catch up with you in the next one. Bye!